Hello, welcome to my channel, All the Things. My name is April, and today we are talking about crochet hooks. So I just want to talk about the different types of crochet hooks that are out there and, show you some of the really affordable ones that you can find on Amazon without a problem. And then I'm also going to talk about some that I have purchased from Furls. If you've never been to Furls, it's F-U-R-L-S, and they make the prettiest crochet hooks. This is one and this is one. So we're going to take a closer look at those. So yeah, let's just dive in. And P.S. I am not affiliated with Furls, or I don't have an Amazon shop, any of that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm super excited to share the hooks with you today. So let's get going. Okay, so here we are at the table. So let me show you my very favorite hooks first. These are from Furls. And again, if you've never checked out their website before, I'm not affiliated with them, but I really do suggest you check them out because they have got some beautiful stuff. So these are from their Odyssey line. They're plated in nickel. They have some rose gold ones as well, but I'm a nickel girl, so that makes me happy. These are labeled on the very bottom. I don't know if you can see. Whoa, sorry, never done this before. This never filmed upside down like this before, so bear with me. So anyway, this is labeled a K, and we have an I and that kind of stuff, and they're just on with stickers, and that kind of freaks me out because I always have to look up what hook size that really is, because no, I don't know. I have not memorized them. And these are a much heavier hook than most hooks, but the really cool thing about them is that, I don't know, I feel like I crochet faster with them. It's sort of, I don't know, it's like the balance of it just helps me crochet more quickly. So they are heavier. If you have major issues with your hands, I would not suggest this, but I can tell you I can crochet with an Odyssey hook for hours and not have any type of hand pain, wrist pain, anything at all. So anyway, these are the Odyssey hooks. They come in all different colors, all different sizes, and these run about $38 on the Furls website. And again, it's F-U-R-L-S if you've never heard of them before. So let me put these guys aside and pull out the Odyssey, or it's not Odyssey, sorry, that's a big fat lie. This is called the Streamline, and it's from their WIP Streamline collection. I only have a couple of these. These run anywhere from 18 to 20 bucks, maybe $24. Anyway, so this is a G. I love that this is actually, I want to say burned in. I don't know, but it's in there. So this is never going to rub off. It's much better than the Odyssey where I have like no idea what the hook is. But these are incredibly lightweight, and I have a heavier one of these that I should have brought over here, but I didn't, sorry, a bigger one, but they're not very heavy at all. And they have different kinds of wood, some really beautiful ones, some really expensive, like ebony, that kind of thing. So anyway, this is from their Streamline wood collection, also Furls. And then these guys, these are, oh, I just love these so much. These are Streamline Resin. And Furls also has acrylic, but these resin ones, they're just so pretty. They're just so pretty. And see, I even have a couple, the same ones in different colors because they're just so pretty. But look at that. Let me get this right. Look at how pretty. Can you see like the little sparkly pretty stuff in there? These are also great because this is never going to rub off. This is, in there so you always know which hook you're grabbing for. Gosh, it's just so pretty. So these are weigh nothing as well. Like these, the wood's a little bit lighter than the resin, but this, so pretty. I love them all. These come in all kinds of different sizes. You'll see right here, I have a P. It's a really big hook, but I haven't found huge hooks on Furls website. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the wood ones run from like $18 to $24, and maybe I did tell you, who knows. And these run, the Streamline run anywhere from $24 to $28. So yeah, it's a lot of money for hooks, but man, it makes crocheting even more fun than it already is. So I also have these hooks that I wanted to show you. This is an S hook. I don't know what number that leads to or is. It's just a giant hook. And the way I will use this and this type of hook in very much the same way, I will just do maybe crochet a couple of big swatches or even start a blanket to see if I'm actually going to like how the blanket is going to look using these size hooks. I don't use them very often, just kind of is what it is. But you know, you can buy really inexpensive hooks off of, like those I probably got off of Amazon for hardly any money at all. You can also buy these on Amazon. This is just a plain old blue acrylic. I don't know if you can see there. It's a 8mm. So these are labeled. And if you bought these and you're having a hard time seeing, you can just put some white nail polish over the top of that and you'll be able to see the millimeter size of the hook very easily. It's a fine hook. I mean, it works perfectly well. You know, one thing I do want to mention real quickly is with these Odyssey hooks, Jennifer over at Cinnamon Stitches, and I will link her information down below. She said that she was working with a rough wool yarn and it actually started to take off the nickel plating. So she suggested not using any really rough yarn with these. So I am going to heed her advice and not do that. And again, I'll link her stuff down below. So this is just another very generic, it's a boy hook, B-O-Y-E. People tend to fall into the boy or Susan Bates camp. I like the boy hooks. I like the point on them. I like the depth of the hook head. And you can get these on Amazon. This is 6mm. And it, you know, I mean, it's a fine hook. It works perfectly well, as does this one. Now this is a 10mm hook that has no branding. It's just super generic. And I bought a bunch of these from Amazon for probably like $12. So it doesn't have to cost a lot to get into crocheting. It's, you know, they have really simple hooks that work really well for inexpensive amounts of money. And then if you want to spend a crap ton of money like I did at Furls, you know, you can always do that. You can always go up a bit. This is an ergonomic hook, 4.5mm, and see how nice and pointy that end is? It helps you get into the little spots really easily. I gave away, when I was in Okinawa, I gave probably 30 hooks away to the Marine gift shop just for them to sell so other people can, you know, play with crochet while they're overseas. But I kept this one because working with this hook size, I don't do very often, but when I do, I just love this hook. So, and it's, you know, ergonomic. It just fits in your hand and whoa, and it's just super easy to use. So hooks are really about your comfort. And if you have somebody around you that has Furls hooks, I'd ask if you could, you know, make a swatch or something out of it. But so the other things that I have around in my crochet area is this, right? It's just it's a gauge. It's nice to just have a little measuring tool around. Not very fancy. This one actually, bloop, 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 is plastic. I have a couple of metal ones. They're just nice to have around. This is better to have around. I have, honestly, I can't even tell you how many measuring tapes I have laying around my house. Because when you need one, you need one. And I'm not kidding. So anyway, always have these on hand. I have a bunch of these that I ordered from Amazon. And what I do with these is I put them on my WIPs. And if you don't know what a WIP is, it is a work in progress. So right now I have one on a blanket that I'm working on. It says, and I just label it with like puzzle yarn because that's what I'm using on this particular blanket. And I'm using this hook. So I didn't put N hook like it says right there. Wow, where is it? I just put WIP Odyssey. So I know what hook, I know which yarn, and it just, oh no. And it just makes, sorry, my computer went off. Anyway, it just makes knowing what I need in my WIPs super easy. And I got, I don't know, 100 or something of these from Amazon for really inexpensive. Oh, look. Oh, well, okay. I have to go back to something, but I'm just going to show you this too. This I bought about 150,000 years ago. You can see there's like super glue on it and stuff up in Seattle, Washington. And it's just, you know, I just put a few of my sewing needles in there. It makes travel super easy. And then I kind of always have one available. I have a stitch counter. I use this. I also just use paper and pencil a lot, but this does come in handy when I remember to use it. So that's why I use paper and pencil a lot, because I tend to remember that more often. I did forget to show you a hook. Look at this little bitty baby. Hello. It's so small. And I know that there are people that use very fine lace. I would never do anything like that. But what these are really good for is doing something like this. So this is a washcloth, beat up washcloth that my grandmother made. And my grandmother's been dead for 20 some odd years now. Hi, Ruthie, I love you. But these little hooks are great because you can just pop it through a washcloth or a dish towel and pull through your yarn, and you can crochet around dish or whatever you can crochet around. But these are washcloths, and I was just in Michigan and begged my mother for a few out of her stash, and she's like, but my mom made them. I said, I know, but my grandma made them, and I'm running out because, you know, they get blown through. She's like, okay, fine, I'll give you a couple. So thanks, Mommy, I appreciate that. So anyway, that's hooks, and you will find as you are using different hooks that different hooks work well for different projects. I started out using these hooks on a cardigan that I'm making right now with some wool, and it was just too slippery. So a really soft, fancy wool, I must say. I'll show you that as soon as I'm done. But you'll just say, you know what, this is the wrong hook. And so I ended up getting some plastic hooks that I don't love, but they work really well with the wool. So anyway, I hope this was informational and informative for you today. So if you enjoyed yourself, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I would super duper appreciate that. And other than that, I hope you have a real blessed day, and I'll see you with my next upload. Bye.